Hello and welcome to our programme. Strengthening Euro-Mediterranean cooperation and optimising food hygiene were the main subjects of the European Parliament's plenary session in Brussels. Parallel to the session, an event focusing on intercultural dialogue emphasised the EPP-ED Group's strong commitment to promoting cross-cultural dialogue. The EPP-ED Group has worked relentlessly to enhance a union of the Mediterranean.
The European Council last March approved the principle of a union for the Mediterranean. To date, the Barcelona process is funded by the MEDA programme and the European Neighbourhood Policy Instrument. Total financial support for 2000 to 2007 came to €6 billion. The Mediterranean region is an area of vital strategic importance to the EU in both political and economic terms and represents a partnership of 39 governments. The EU is trying to establish a Euro-Mediterranean free trade area by 2010. The EPP-ED Group's Vice-Chairman, Vito Bonsignore, approved the proposals of the Commission presented in plenary by Commissioner Benito Ferrero-Waldner and applauded the initiative of French President Nicolas Sarkozy.
Al Presidente Sarkozy va il nostro applauso per aver mosso le acque per avere coagulato.
We congratulate him because he succeeded in generating new interest within the European Council to renew the Union's policy with the countries of the Mediterranean Sea. Our group offers its firm and entire support to this.
Concreta e veloce.
Mr. Bonsignore highlighted 4 of the Commission's proposals which are the most urgent.
A questo fine
To this end, the Commission has identified 4 concrete projects in addition to current ongoing activity. These can be achieved with a clear timetable. They are the motorway of the sea, reversing pollution of the Mediterranean and management of its environment, civil protection cooperation to respond to natural disasters, and the solar energy project.
Within the Barcelona process, all Mediterranean partners exchange views and engage in constructive political dialogue. It provides the only parliamentary forum where parliamentarians from Syria, Lebanon, Israel and the Palestinian Authority sit and discuss together. Toikia Saifi, EPP-ED Group member and chairperson of the Political Committee of the Euromed Parliamentary Assembly, underlined the significance of the project.
Je me félicite en ce sens que les objectifs retenus ici soient inspirés des principes.
I am glad that the proposed objectives are inspired by the principles of equality, which are at the heart of the Union for the Mediterranean. The regional projects will make the Euromed partnership more visible and closer to the citizens. In fact, it is support from the people which will guarantee a strong partnership and the strengthening of regional cooperation of southern shores.
Et d'un renforcement de la coopération régionale sur la rive sud.
Europe is getting a grip on cutting red tape. The European Parliament today endorsed a revision of the current EU regulation on food hygiene. Small producers in particular will benefit.
European Parliament's rapporteur and EPP-ED member, Horst Schnellhardt, highlights what is going to change.
Ich denke, mit dem vorliegenden Bericht leisten wir einen Beitrag zur Entbürokratisierung.
We are making a contribution to cutting red tape. I believe we have managed to provide a relief of the administrative burden in the implementation of hygiene criteria. Specifically, the documentation requirements for smaller companies will be lifted. We now make full use of what could have been possible earlier on.
With the new regulation, all food producers in the EU will have to be registered.
Bis 2009 müssen alle lebensmittelproduzierenden Unternehmen zugelassen werden.
By 2009, all food-producing companies will have to be certified. With the current regulation, the sheer existence of smaller entities, such as butchers, is under threat. That is why it is important for us to send a clear signal on what the hygiene regulation is all about. It is mainly aimed at foodstuffs entrepreneurs and the official control bodies.
Now the member states have to agree on the new standards to reduce bureaucracy. The new provisions could be enforced by the end of the year.
The rich religious heritage of the northeastern Greek region of Xanthi, in which Orthodox and Catholic Christians, Muslims, Armenians and Jews have coexisted together for centuries, was the main topic of a conference held in the European Parliament in Brussels this week.
Mrs. Rodi Kratsa-Tsagaropoulou, first Vice President of the European Parliament, and Vito Bonsignore, Vice Chairman of the EPP-ED Group, who also chairs the EPP-ED Working Group on Islam, presented the book Religious Monuments in the Prefecture of Xanthi, Greece. This publication, co-sponsored by the EU, is a showcase of what the past has produced in terms of religious heritage in the region. Participants of all religious groups who live in this province stress the need to conserve this cultural wealth in Xanthi and elsewhere in Europe. It was the wish of the Orthodox Bishop of Xanthi to present this best practice case of his region to the European community and especially in the European Parliament. The presentation took place in the framework of the 1001 Actions with the help of a Belgian NGO, which is dedicated to the promotion and integration of the sustainable development concept within Europe and abroad. Vice President of the Parliament, Mrs. Rodi Kratsa, underlined the important relationship between culture and peace.
Le dialogue des cultures est une réalité quotidienne pour notre groupe politique.
Culture is a daily reality for our political group and essential for Europe. The Working Group on Islam organized an exhibition of religious monuments of Xanthi, and that gave us a basis for a discussion on the relationship between the conservation of religious artifacts and intercultural dialogue. Our political group is a pioneer in this area, and we are planning to continue with other presentations of peaceful coexistences of different religious groups, and these can serve as successful examples for all of Europe.
For more information on our policies, log on to our website, epp-ed.eu. This programme was brought to you by the press service of the EPP-ED Group, the largest political group in the European Parliament. See you again soon.